We're building a tiny house, small shelter, and I'm building it out of 4x8 sheets of plywood. There's 12 sheets of plywood and about 35 2x2s. The bolts were purchased by weight at the local TSC, and 7 of the panels are 4x8 sheets, and then 3 of the panels are 2x8, which is a single panel cut in half, and then 2 of the panels are 4x6, and that's the door section. The door is inside. It opens to the inside and hinged on the inside so as to prevent flapping in the wind. The wall panels are built from these 2x2s, and they're glued with waterproof wood glue, woodworker's glue. And here I can be shown putting them together very fast. But this gives you an idea how a panel is put together. It's very easy, actually. And the side panels have 2 of the 2x2s for center support. And once the glue and everything's dry, they are quite rigid. And there's really just no need to screw these panels. Matter of fact, it dimples the wood, and it's just not necessary. The glue is amazing. You could use, panel glue in the caulking style guns. Wood glue, that stuff's very strong. But the liquid carpenter's glue that you can buy by the gallon is very strong. Had no issues with that whatsoever. Now you can see the 2 floor panels are about to get bolted together, and they have a lot of extra 2x2s to make sure that the floor is very solid. But if I had it to do over, these 2 floor panels would be made with 1/4-inch plywood instead of the thin Luan. The floor panels are actually dark forest green, and the outside of the wall panels have been painted dark forest green, but the inside panels, the inside of the panels have been painted a light green. Now here we're pushing the bolts up through the bottom, and then you can see the bolts, and we just set them right through the holes that we've drilled into the panel, and a washer and a nut is put on, and when that's tightened down, it's amazingly strong connection. So they're wrenched down. This was a trial fit. See, there's the dark back and then the light front. And the reason this was a trial build is because we were still drilling holes and getting the panels. We ended up settling for 3 bolts per panel. But if you see on the sides, we've got 4 bolts per panel. The idea being that the floorboards were being pulled together and strengthened at the seam that's in the center. But pretty much you end up with an 8-foot by 8-foot box that is 6 feet tall. And of course there it is packed into the truck. Give you an idea how it packs together. Easy to haul. It does get heavy, but it's not tremendously heavy. Those light panels at the very bottom are roof panels. They don't get shown very well in this video, but the roof panels are light colored. There we're going up again with the rear wall. And that's my son bolting the putting the nuts on the bolts for the walls. You do your 3 walls first, and that will make you a box about 4 foot. He's a little over 4 foot at his neck. And so then the 4x6 panel, you have a window panel, and there we're going up with the extra 2 foot panels, and they're bolted in 3 places. And there we're almost complete. We got another 2 foot side piece to go up, and then we'll be putting the door panel. Now we're ready for the door panel to be put in, sweeping it out. And then the door panel is set in. All that thing is bolted together, and when it's bolted together, it's quite rigid. The roof is flat, but the idea is you use a tarp or a tent, and you can store like a cooler on top and some camping gear or various storage, and that acts as a way to force water to run off the roof. It did make it through the snow. I put a little buddy heater in there, and the thing was just warm even with no insulation. It was more than sufficient to stay warm. So we were very happy with this. Ended up selling it on Craigslist for about what it cost to build it. And the reason I sold it is because I had another idea for another project, and I wanted to build it, which I hope to get to and make a video on that as well. Anyway, thanks for watching.